Hey allihopa, hi everyone and welcome back to another episode of Say It In Swedish. I'm your host, Joachim, and today we're not gonna say it in Swedish either, but we are gonna talk about Swedish TV and how you can watch Swedish TV from abroad. And thank God for the future, or thank Odin, or the spaghetti monster. Thank whomever you want, right? But we are in the future now, and streaming is super nice. 10 or 15 years ago, it wouldn't have been this straightforward. Streaming was super new, and it wasn't this available as it is today. SVT has a very nice site, as you can see here, and I think they were among the first to actually have a streaming service available, and it's free, which is very nice, and they have lots and lots of shows to view. This one, for instance, is one of my favorites, and you can watch it from abroad, and they even have subtitles in Swedish, so that you can, if your hearing isn't that good in, like, if you don't understand spoken Swedish that well, you can at least read along. Det sitter I väggarna here. It's nothing fancy really. They go to people's houses, people's homes, and they try to figure out the history of the place, who's lived there, who built it, when was it built, any urban legends. They try to basically figure out if there is any truth to those and whatever. It's very interesting. I like it. I really like it. As you can see here, there are geo-blocked stuff, right? Which is a pity, but you can watch the news, you can watch a lot of stuff in Swedish here for free without being in Sweden. And if you're, if you're more like, you know, a traditionalist, you want linear TV, they actually have streaming available. Rederiet. So here you can watch all their channels live in real time. However, you need to be in Sweden. So it will say that the show is only available in Sweden. But jag tar det här. Okay? Ja, men gör det då. Tjena, the Swede here. If you want to access content on the internet that has been made unavailable in your country, like watching Swedish TV, or accessing a country-specific catalog on Netflix, or maybe you just want to unblock YouTube at work or in school, then you need a VPN connection from NordVPN, which is the provider me and Joachim are using for the moment. Using NordVPN is just like traveling. First you're at home, then you're here. And then here. And then suddenly you're here. It's even like being inside your TV. NordVPN has super fast servers and unlimited bandwidth, which you know is super important when streaming video. And if you're out traveling for real, they protect your data against shady hostel or cafe owners with double D encryption enabled. And if you want to try this out but you discover it's not for you, they have a 30-day money-back guarantee. And if you sign up right now, you get 68% off NordVPN. This means that it costs you $3.71 American per month. And you even get another month for free if you use our link nordvpn.org/sayitinswedish or use the coupon code SayItInSwedish. Thank you for watching. Sign up now, and thank you NordVPN for sponsoring this video. The very first Swedish commercial channel started in '87, and it was TV3, because we had Kanal 1, Kanal 2, and now we had TV3. And at first it was a Scandinavian channel, which was pretty cool. I think it was the same channel broadcasted in Norway, Sweden, and Denmark, but we don't have that anymore. And today it's basically your trash channel, right? You have all those reality shows, and yeah, I don't know why anyone would want to watch it. But the thing is, those shows are good for you to practice Swedish and practice spoken Swedish and listening to it, because you have genuine spoken Swedish in those reality shows, right? And here we have the streaming service of Viasat, which owns TV3 and TV6 and other newish channels. There is some content here for you to watch for free, but unfortunately you have to click and see. For instance, if we click here, we can't see if we can watch it. We have to just try it out, and we can't watch it because we're not in Sweden here, for instance. But as you can see here, if we have a VPN connection available, we can watch this show without any trouble, which is pretty nice. Then we have TV4, TV4, which started in 1990. And it's not as trashy as the TV3. They have some reality shows and stuff, but they have more like game shows, and they produce good movies, for instance. They own a bunch of channels that are newer. They even now this TV4 group even owns channels in Finland and so on. But here you can see we have the news, we have American Idol or Swedish Idol, it's just called Idol, and we have other type of game shows, but we also have fun stuff, fun entertainment, and like I said, they produce movies and nice series, like nice crime shows and stuff. So I rather like TV4, actually. It's a nice TV channel. The thing here is that if you want to see a show, you have to create an account, and you have to type in your zip code. However, you can just take any zip code. So that shouldn't be a problem. Here's basically the office in Swedish. Here you can watch, you need to log in here, as you can see. Then we have Kanal 5, which today is owned by the Discovery Channel, actually. So they have a streaming service here called Dplay, or Dplay, whatever. And they have content from their channels here. And you can stream other channels, as you can see, from third parties, like as you can see here, but you need to upgrade. You need to pay for this service, but I guess it's possible. I don't know if you need to be in Sweden for that, or like if you need a Swedish credit card or anything. For the traditionalists, it's kind of hard, but it's possible, kind of, if you go through hoops. If you're like me, you just take what you want to see when you have time to see it. So we can take a random show. This one is Wahlgren is a famous family in Sweden, and here they basically have a show like the Kardashians, the Kardashians of Sweden, and you can just watch it. Okay, so nowadays you need to make an account. I did not know that, so that's new. You have to make an account, so we're gonna do that real quick to see if we can get in.
6 hours later.
All right, so now I've got an account, and let's see if it's working. I can just start this. Yeah, nice, it's working. So Dplay has a good amount of shows that you can just watch right now. All right, so there's that. We don't have an awful lot of TV channels in Sweden, and we never had a tradition of having an awful lot of channels, but we have a few major networks, and they have their major channel and some sibling channels, to reel in those extra niched views. And here we had basically 4 major streaming services for TV. We have a few others for movies and major TV productions that you need to pay for. Like TV4 had Seymour as well, and we have Viafree, which also has Viaplay, which is more for movies and other stuff like that you need to pay for. But here we had 4 major streaming services. They are free, but they work a little bit different. So let's recap. We had SVT. Some content completely for free, non-geo-blocked, but if you want to unlock the whole site, you can get a VPN connection, and we talked about that. You can find the links in the description down below. Here you can also watch all the channels in real time if you're a traditionalist. If you just want to turn on the TV and hear some Swedish, of course, they also have English content. They purchase shows from abroad as well. So I would suggest not watching the channels. You pick and choose, right? And they don't really crack down on VPN users, which is super nice. So keep that in mind. They do have some good stuff. Then we had TV3, which is basically your typical trash TV thing. I think reality shows are mostly trash. Maybe you think differently, but whatever. It's good for hearing genuine Swedish, genuine like spoken Swedish. That's not, I mean, it's scripted, but you're not like they aren't actors or whatever. The streaming service is pretty nice. However, you will most likely need a VPN connection. But other than that, you don't need to pay or go through any other hoops. They don't seem to really crack down on VPN users. And TV4, which I like that channel. It's pretty good. However, they seem to crack down on VPN users pretty hard, which is a bummer. You need to have an account, which is also a bummer, and you need to prove that you are indeed living in Sweden to be able to watch the content in the EU, at least. So yeah, not super great. If you're able to find an IP that has not been blacklisted, if you have a VPN connection, and you need to reconnect and all that, then you might find content there. But yeah, it seems to have become pretty hard. Then lastly, we had Dplay, which is super nice. You need an account now. However, they don't crack down on VPN users. You don't even need a VPN for most of the contents, it seems. And if they have content that they have bought from abroad, you need to upgrade your account and pay. But you will find Swedish productions there, reality shows and so on. They have a show that I really like called Tunnelbanan, the subway or underground, where you follow the police and you follow ordningsvakter, who are like peacekeepers and like guards just below police. So they work with the police and they keep the peace down in the subway. So you can follow them there. It's very interesting. That's not a scripted show like in some other countries. They really follow these around when they are working down in the subway and so on. So it's very nice. Very nice. You should watch that. So that's everything for today. Now go immerse yourself into Swedish. It's entertaining. It's not about cramming vocabulary now. It's entertaining. You can hear Swedish. You learn about the culture. Maybe something will finally click inside your brain. And this is something I think is the most interesting thing about other cultures and countries. You watch their TV. And now you can pretty easily because internet and the future. And I would suggest getting a VPN connection. It's super cheap and super useful. You never know when you need to unblock that geo-blocker. And if you're out and about and on a public Wi-Fi, then why not encrypt your data? That's exactly what I do. This city has a lot of public Wi-Fi. I don't pay for Wi-Fi on my phone or internet on my phone. And I just go out and I have NordVPN on auto connect, which is super nice because I could just connect and my VPN will connect instantly. Now, if you want to learn to speak Swedish, you can go to sayinswedish.com where I got free lessons for you and free vocabulary lists. And if you want to support me and unlock some extra features on the site, you can do that on Patreon. And if you want to talk to me, you can go to our Discord server. All of the links are in the description down below, and we will see each other in the next video. Okej, ha det bra, puss och kram, hej!